Hi everyone. So this week, unfortunately, I don't know the exact date, but this week marks the 17th anniversary since I quit drinking soda. Soda was one of the first foods I ever gave up. And kind of interesting how I had quit drinking soda. I used to drink a lot of soda, and my parents are not very happy with that habit, obviously. And they would try to get me to cut back by rationing how much soda they would buy at the grocery store every time they would go shop. We lived in the suburbs, and I couldn't just walk to the grocery store. I didn't drive yet at the time. But it caused a lot of rift between me and my parents because I wanted to drink a whole lot more soda than they were buying. And let's say I wanted to drink 10 liters of soda every week, right? But they were only buying 2 liters. I really wasn't enjoying those 2 liters. I was missing out on the 8 liters of soda that I wasn't drinking. When I quit drinking soda, I actually enjoyed the other stuff I was drinking. So instead of sacrificing 8 liters of soda that I wanted to drink, I was drinking 10 liters of other beverages that I actually enjoyed, whether it be water, coconut water, non-alcoholic beer. I can't remember what my drinking habits at the beginning of not drinking the soda. But I actually enjoyed every drop of everything I was drinking after that. What had happened was that the first week of school, I was going to college part-time at this time. I was 16 years old. I sat next to a girl, and I wanted to get to know her more, but I needed to lose some weight first. I got home and forgot about the girl, and I was just about to get a soda when I realized, hey, maybe... I just remembered the girl, and I put the soda back, and I was like, okay, let's try some water. We can come back to this later if it doesn't work out. And I picked up the water, and that wasn't so bad. Oh my God, I could stay off soda the rest of my life. The light bulb just went off. And 17 years later, I still have not drank another soda, and I almost certainly never will. My big fear is that one day I lose consciousness, maybe I get in a car accident, and then I go to the hospital and they just give me whatever they give me, right? That's probably the only way I'll ever drink soda again, right? So I gotta be very careful about getting into or getting COVID-19 and then losing my consciousness. That's probably the only thing that's gonna cause me to drink soda again, right? So I gotta be careful about that. Other than that, I feel pretty confident no more soda ever. But at the beginning of my healthy eating career, I used to, for a long time I didn't go out to eat because I wanted to have control of what I was eating. I didn't want to have to spend 15, 30 minutes explaining to the restaurant staff what I needed to avoid. And then I realized that was kind of wrong. I realized the reason the restaurants didn't have healthy food was precisely because people like me were selfish enough not to make our demands heard. And so it took me a few years before I built up the courage to go to the restaurant and to talk about my eating habits. And nowadays I eat out just about as much as anybody else, and it's getting a lot easier over the last 2 decades, I would say. But I refuse to ever cheat on my diet. The reason being that you're only cheating yourself. Like I said, trying to enjoy a soda every day is like trying to miss out on 7 other glasses of other things that you're drinking, right? I'd rather enjoy every glass of whatever I'm drinking, right? The same goes with the idea of if you've been following my channel in recent times, I've been doing a lot of intermittent fasting. The reason I like fasting is that it puts the enjoyment back into food, right? When you're eating constantly, it's a background activity. I talked about how what woke me up to the idea of unconscious eating was that when my eating got interrupted, right? When I went to a venue where I wasn't allowed to eat, when something were to happen to interrupt eating, even if I got a cold or a flu and I lost my appetite, or COVID-19, right? It would put a big dampen on my enjoyment of life, or my professional life, or my social life. Put a big drag on that, right? Now that I actually have to actively go out to and eat, I actually enjoy the eating, right? And the not eating becomes acceptable, right? Comfortable, breathable, right? And I can actually get things done, right? I'm actually working on a paper on artificial intelligence for the game of backgammon. Hoping it will get accepted. I hear back in a few more weeks. There's no way I could do all of that whole project if I were constantly nibbling all day, right? Too many distractions, right?